Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's me, What You Will. Today we are starting chapter 2 of Case 18 in the Dead of Night. So yeah guys, let's get started. Okay Will, let's regroup. We have a kid shot dead in the middle of Cooper Park. He stole a pair of cufflinks and I think he may have kept other items from previous robberies at his house. We should investigate there. And let's not forget that those cufflinks belong to Alden Green. We should talk to Noah Richards, his head of security. He must have seen something. And I heard that the father of the boy who found Freddy's body wanted to talk to us. His name is Edward Ramis. Let's see what he has to say. Alright. That was a lot. We have to do there. Let's talk to Noah and Edward first. Officers, I'm really grateful for the way you handled things with my son. He's been quite shaken up by this affair. Freddy was a good friend of his. However, I must ask if you could refrain from interrogating him any further for the time being. He's still a child, and he needs to rest. He's one of our best leads, sir. We don't like having to stress out Julian, but if we have any more questions, we'll have to ask them to him. I'm just asking you to spare him, that's all. Julian really looked up to Freddy. He idolized him, even in his more questionable habits. If you need me, I'll be smoking outside. This whole affair is kind of wearing me down. Did you see how stressed out Edward was? I don't know if he was trying to protect his son or himself. If he thought his son was taking a bad turn because of Freddy, he may have tried to stop him. I think we should take another look at the park, Will. We're so focused on the body that we might have missed a clue. That is true. He could be protecting Julian or himself, one or the other. And let's talk to Noah Richards. Mr. Richards, you're Alden Green's head of security. Surely you must have known about the robbery. Of course I do. I was outside smoking a cigarette when I saw these two kids getting out of Mr. Green's house through the window. I started running after them, but they had a leg up on me. I lost them when they entered the park. Two kids. Did you get a good look at them? Could you identify them? I recognized one of the kids, Freddie Stewart. I saw him in the neighborhood several times, but I couldn't get a good look at the second one. So our killer is a kid. Or it could be a kid. Interesting. This box is too well hidden, Will. Excuse me, Miss Stewart, what's inside that box? Oh, it's nothing, just girl stuff. Could you please give it back? I never really intended for anyone to look through it. Sorry, but we must look at every possible lead. I'm sure you understand. That's right, we're the police. I didn't even notice that cigarette butt. You really have an eye for details, Will. The crime scene has been closed since we found the body, and we know that Freddy's killer is a smoker. Which means this cigarette butt must belong to him. Let's see if we can find something useful on it. So the killer just left the cigarette there. Wow. After the cufflinks, the golden earrings, no wonder Ramona didn't want us to take a look at her box. They must come from one of Freddy's robberies. Let's look into our database, see if they match one of the items reported stolen in the neighborhood. Interesting, Ramona. Something you wanted to tell us? Alright, let's, wow, we actually still have to examine a lot of things. That was so lucky. The DNA you found on that cigarette butt will be a great help. Good job, Will. Let's send this to Grace and see what it can tell us about our killer. Six hours, oh my. Your instincts were right, Will. Here's the report. The earrings we found in Ramona's box were stolen 2 months ago. No wonder she didn't want us to look at her box. Let's have another chat with her, Will. So does this belong to Alden Green or someone else? I guess we're about to find out. We found stolen jewelry amongst your personal belongings, Ramona. You can stop your little game now. What game? I told you, I know nothing. Freddy must have hit them there. Your brother is dead, Ramona, so quit it. Did you participate in your brother's robberies? Okay, fine. But we only steal from rich families. Most of the time, they don't even realize anything's missing. But I thought going after Green was too dangerous, so I backed off, and Freddy went to ask Julian. Julian Ramis? You mean he participated in your robberies? We had to talk to him again. Julian is 12 years old. What are you doing robbing people? Rich families. My goodness, Julian. Julian, Ramona told us you went with Freddy to rob Alden Green's mansion. You have to tell us what happened. It's not true. I mean, yes, I robbed some houses with Ramona and Freddy, but the Green mansion? I mean, come on. I said no to Freddy, and then I went to the park. I was smoking a cigarette away from the house. Smoking? Not your age? Never mind. What did you see next? I saw Freddy run inside the park, and I think someone from Green's mansion followed him, but I'm not sure. Then I heard Freddy screaming. He was talking very loudly, and when I went to see him, he was already dead. Smoking and robbing houses at the age of 12. What in the world? Alright, I guess I'll see you guys in 6 hours. Alright guys, it's time to get the results of the DNA. The DNA sample you took from the cigarette butt you found on the crime scene was badly damaged, but I managed to salvage some of it. And lucky for us, it gave us a valuable clue. I can affirm you that your killer has green eyes. Well, Julian's father wants to see you. He's really agitated. What? What is he still doing here? Come on, Will, let's go deal with him. Sergeant Will, you no need to interrogate Julian. You have no need to interrogate anyone. Calm down, Mr. Ramis. You're not making any sense. What are you talking about? Yesterday evening, Julian wasn't coming home, so I went out looking for him. I found him in the park, smoking a cigarette. I was furious. And then Freddy arrived, holding this crossbow. I started screaming at him. That won't let him drag my son into his plans, and then I grabbed the crossbow and then I shot him. I shot Freddie Stewart. What? Interesting. But I don't think it's him if there's a chapter 3 and additional investigation, because you know how this game goes. And I'll see you guys in the next video when that happens.